Well, howdy there, Internet people. It's Belle again, and welcome to The Roads with Belle. Today is November 10th, 2024, and this is episode 64 of The Roads Not Taken, which is a weekly series where we go over the news that was unreported, underreported, didn't get the coverage we felt that it should, or we just found it interesting. And then we go over some questions from y'all. And today is November 10th, and today is National Vanilla Cupcake Day. Seriously, it's on the list of holidays. And on this date in 1969, Sesame Street's first season premiered. Starting with foreign policy, Trump and Elon Musk reportedly spoke to President Zelensky of Ukraine for a few minutes after the election. The reporting says no policy was discussed, and it was really just the obligatory congratulations call. The DOJ says it stopped an attempt by Iran on Trump. Trump has promised to return to his maximum pressure campaign against Iran. Biden has officially allowed U.S. military contractors to work in Ukraine. South Korea is blaming North Korea for manipulating their GPS. An Israeli general indicated that people would not be allowed to return to their homes in northern Gaza, and that aid would only enter in the south. In U.S. news, the U.S. is still waiting for the results of multiple races for the House of Representatives. Pentagon officials are reportedly holding informal discussions about how to handle controversial or illegal orders from Trump. The day after Election Day, Black Americans around the country received racist text informing them that they had to go to plantations now. The FBI is reportedly investigating. The election interference case against Trump has been paused as Smith considers options. The court gave him until December 2nd to provide an update. LGBTQIA+ youth calls to the prevention hotline operated by the Trevor Project spiked 700% with the election. In cultural news, Russian state TV aired Melania Trump's artistic photos from her modeling days during prime time. The presenters were struggling not to laugh. I'm just going to go ahead and say that there's nothing wrong with those photos. Australia is looking at banning children under the age of 16 from social media. Notre Dame Cathedral's bells rang for the first time since the fire in 2019. In science news, on October 22nd, an asteroid designated 2024 UQ was first spotted by the Atlas Survey System out in Hawaii. It burned up in the atmosphere a couple hours later. Luckily, it was only a meter wide. Otherwise, that could have been bad. It doesn't look like it was even recognized as a moving object until after impact. Anybody else want to cut science and planetary defense funding? In oddities, the High Court in Massachusetts ruled that an engagement ring should be returned to the person who bought it if the wedding is called off. For decades, judges have had to try to determine who was at fault. I'll tell you what else is an oddity. I don't think that it's fair that Dee gets to report on monkeys escaping in a small town, and I have to cover the ongoing slow-motion train wrecks of the world. I'm just saying. On to the Q&A. We got a message that wanted to know how long to give Trump to accomplish his campaign promises. It asked about a bunch of different things and wanted a timeline. If you're being reasonable, give him a reasonable amount of time to accomplish what he said. If you want to hold him to what he said, I believe the Ukraine war should have ended yesterday. I love the idea of trying to get into their information silo with accurate info. If only We knew a group that has already proven they can do that over the years. Cute. Actually, we're looking into something that we might be able to do. We would have to create a totally new channel that is completely nonpartisan. We're trying to figure out how to fund it because it won't be able to sustain itself for a little while. But we're working on it. I need to remember what to do to feel brave again. I've completely shut down since the election results came in. I haven't even had the heart to watch your videos because even a peek at reality makes me sick. The message goes on and asks for books, movies, songs, etc. that help you muster up your courage. My personal belief is that you oftentimes put on a brave face for those around you. So I'm going to ask y'all to make comments, suggestions, have some discussion in the comment section to let people know they're not alone. I think we need to treat America like a third world country, starting in smaller areas, including the smallest rural areas, determining the greatest need for that particular area, then getting the Democratic Party to organize donations, etc., to fulfill the need, making abundantly clear that it will be there for everyone. Maslow's pyramid, basically deprogramming and reprogramming. Is this a good idea? This would work, but the Democratic Party doesn't use funds like that. However, your own group can definitely focus on this and do things. Definitely check out the community networking playlist on the channels, on the main channel. That might give you some ideas of where to start. I get it. There is a lot to unpack from the election. But you said you were looking forward to moving on to other news after the election. I consider myself a religious progressive, but MAGA has driven me from all forms of church groups. Both the local food bank and soup kitchen are only open when I am at work, normal business hours. There is a local college, but I have no connections to it, and I'm in my 40s and feel I'm a bit old to build them. How, where do I dig in? As a cis-het white man, I plan on attending Pride for the first time next year. But other than that, I have nothing. Please help. You are never too old to build your network. That's not a thing. And to be honest, Pride is a great place to start. As far as finding more like-minded people, search for Facebook groups in your local area, bookstores, libraries, local community centers, and then try and remember some of the folks that you used to go to church with that may have also left, that are like-minded, and see if you can get some of them together. And then also on the main channel, we do have videos about this, so I'll try to link them below. But yes, dig in, and this makes me very happy. You know, we can't give up. We got to keep going. So that looks like it. A little more information and a little more context, and having the right information will make all the difference. Y'all have a good day.